Dear Mr. President, Congress, and all who care to listen, this is an open letter to you about American freedom. In 1991, I joined the U.S. military to fight for what I felt was the greatest country in the world. I took this simple oath. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. I am no longer in the military, but these words still ring true. These are not words to be taken lightly, and the oath of service, at least for me, lasts a lifetime. But now as I say this, the Constitution is being threatened by those that I swore to obey, making it quite difficult for me to just stand by and watch as this great nation is torn apart by spying, invasion of privacy, and general dereliction of duty. It was not started by you, but yet you continue to walk down a path that is ruining the U.S. citizen's way of life. Let me reread that oath again, and maybe it will sink in. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to do the same. In other words, I'm aligned to the U.S. Constitution, and I must defend it from anyone who tries to destroy it. Yet this government is doing just that. When the Patriot Act was introduced to protect us from terrorists, it took away freedoms of U.S. citizens. It challenged the Fourth Amendment, which prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures and sets out requirements for search warrants based on probable cause. It threatened the Sixth Amendment as well, that which protects the right to a fair and speedy trial by jury, including the rights to be notified of the accusations, to confront the accuser, to obtain witnesses, and to retain counsel. Most U.S. citizens were okay with this because we were fighting terrorists. Those who wrote the Patriot Act knew that what they were doing is dangerous and put in a clause making it temporary. Well, now, 13 years later, and we still have it. In fact, it has been amended to take away even more rights of citizens. You've expanded to include the Occupy Wall Street movement, which takes away First Amendment rights as well. It is apparent to me that the only amendment that you believe in is the 16th, because it will put money in your coffers. And now this. It makes me sick. I and other veterans fought to protect our fellow Americans and their freedom. Others died doing the same. But yet you spit on their graves and dishonor them by spying on U.S. citizens, all in the name of fighting terrorism. Did it work in Sandy Hook, Boston, Aurora, Santa Monica, Los Angeles, or the gang killings across the U.S.? No, it did not. So do not hide behind the wall of the fight of terror. It's getting old rather quickly. I'm a firm believer that if someone who has a complaint should offer a solution. So here's mine. First, look at what makes people angry and fix them. Instead of fighting the Occupy movement, find out why they're staging these protests. Find out why we're having mass shootings and fix the problem. Here's a hint. It's not the guns. People don't go out and kill someone just because they have a gun. Next, look at the models of countries that have more freedoms than the U.S., not the ones who have less. How is it working for them? What rules and laws do they have in place? In case you still believe the U.S. is still number one, look at the 8 before them. Canada, Norway, New Zealand, Australia, Sweden, Denmark, Ireland, and Iceland. That's right, the U.S. sure doesn't look as free as it once did, does it? You're making our founding fathers weep. And finally, regain the trust of the U.S. citizen. The only way that this can be done is to give the rights back, not take them away. I understand that in 2001 there was this great fear about terrorist attack and that privileges were removed. Heck, we did it during World War II. But yet after the war those privileges were returned and America was a happier place. We live in a time where technology could be very useful, or it could be our greatest enemy. Just because something is available doesn't mean we need to use it. I will leave you with something to think about. For me, Memorial Day is a solemn day of reverence. The 4th of July, a day of celebration. But yet I cannot celebrate the 4th because all that I believe in of this country has been destroyed. So when you see the flag go by during the parade or hear our national anthem being sung, think how hypocritical it would be to sing that last line. Because of this, I would appreciate that if anyone agrees with me to sit during our national anthem in protest. It will be hard at first, but if enough people understand why, then the movement will grow. I personally hope that someday I will be able to stand and be proud of this country once again. Thank you for your time.